What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at a strong but unique team for the Open Ultra League. As I actually ran this team last season with a lot of success, and immediately when I tried this team this season, a lot of success. 9-1 in my first two sets. I ended up taking a 1-4 after that, and then a 3-2. So overall, very positive day. You can see the climbs here. I was very happy with it. It is leading with Swampert, which admittedly pretty meta. I have seen less of them recently, I think just because of there's so many Jellicent out there. It's not even that good of an answer for Sword. It's a good answer, but there's better answers out there. And there's just generally things that threaten it, like Virizion out there. So we've seen less of it, but it does pair really well with a Shadow Abomasnow, which it felt like my MVP at the end of last season. I actually put out a Shadow Abomasnow team, but it's going to be different from this team. I was running Shadow Abomasnow in the lead with that team. Worked really well at the end of last season. And I think this team's actually better this season. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into some of these back. Tentacruel on the safe swap as well. I'm running the Hundo because that's what I built forever ago. Build a better one. If you're going to run this team, I would recommend building a better one because it gets a lot more bulky if you build an XL one versus the Hundo. So that's my recommendation. All right, anyways, let's get into these battles. Leave a like, leave your favorite emoji down below. A lot of y'all did that in the last video and it really helped it out. It actually ended up being my best video of my last 10. So I really do appreciate that. Anyways, this game's over at this point. Pidgeot cannot handle my Abomasnow since I do have a shield. Just going to throw up this shield. Of course, it's going to be a Feather Dance. We knew it was going to be a Feather Dance, but my lose con was no shielding a Brave Bird. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Weather Ball. This will be taking out the Pidgeot. All they have left is the Alolan Ninetales. We're going to make it to the Energy Ball. That's going to be GG's. Well played. Coming into the next battle, we're going to have Swampert up against Charizard. So, you know, you can kind of see it here. Or I guess you can't see it here because they swap out immediately. But the thing with Swampert into the Charizard is one Hydro Cannon does not KO, and it doesn't really put them in a clean Mud Shot downrange. So in the meantime, they're doing a lot of damage with the wing attacks, with the blast burns. Even though they're resisted, they hit very hard. Anyways, Jellicent safe swap, we are able to punish with our Shadow Abomasnow. We don't really need to keep switch here. I do show up the first Shadow Ball. I haven't really seen Jellicent's baiting in this matchup. I'm going to go ahead and let the second one go through. Because if they want to play out the twos, I don't really want to play out the twos. I'd rather have a shield advantage. I know they're going to have an answer for Swampert. They're going to have an answer for Swampert. So I decided to go ahead and just let my Abomasnow go. I'm going to trust in Tentacruel up a shield. I know Tentacruel can handle that Zard very easily. And we know they got something that can handle our Swampert. Probably a grass type, since Swampert's only weakness is grass. And if it is a grass type, Tentacruel's going to do great. Now, they didn't build up to the Shadow Ball there. I'm able to easily no-shield the Surf. And Earthquake doesn't take out. Now, I could throw the Hydro there, but again, they don't build up to the Shadow Ball. So I decide I'm going to go ahead and just eat this Surf. We're going to bank an Earthquake, and then I'm going to come in with Tentacruel and go ahead and get that energy lead. Come in with the Charizard. So it's looking like Tentacruel's a great Corebreaker right here. I am going to go ahead and let this move go through. They did not build up to the Blast Burn. They were going for the CMP, which makes sense, except for the fact that Scald does not one-shot. So they could have made to the Blast Burn. They were only one wing attack away. We get the farm down there. And what is their final Pokemon going to be? It's going to be a Virizion. So there it is, Tentacruel being a great Corebreaker. We can go ahead and eat this first one. The reason I wanted to eat the first one instead of throwing up a shield is because of there's a small chance that they are running Sacred Sword and Stone Edge. So we definitely wanted to no shield the Sacred Sword if that was the case and save the shield for a Stone Edge. Anyways, we get the Poison Jab down. That's going to be GG's. Into the next one, Tentacruel lead. Very cool to see. Opponents are going to be swapping out into an Obstagoon, and at this point I already know what the team is. King IV, I believe, put this team out of mind. I think it was Cindy's creation, so King's wife. Now I'm used to saying fiance, but they've been married for a while now. King IV's wife originally ran this team to Legend, I believe. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. If you know who originally built the team, leave it in the comments down below. Anyways, Obstagoon here. I win CMP against this Obstagoon. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. This is a very, very high rank Obstagoon for my Tentacruel, even though it's the Hundo, to be winning against it. So I'm not gonna lie, it kind of messed me up down the line because I was like, oh yeah, Tentacruel wins CMP against Obstagoon, and yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Anyways, I played with the CMP again since I knew I would win it. I come in with my Swampert because I need to lure out the Scrafty that is definitely hiding in the back. Go ahead and throw up a shield because I know I need my Swampert to put in a lot of work, and they full send the Blizzard. Amazing. That's exactly what I needed. Now, Scrafty comes in, going to be throwing the Hydro Cannon. We grab a shield with the Hydro Cannon. You need one Hydro Cannon plus an Earthquake plus the Mud Shots to take out. So I do CMP tie them here. Actually, not CMP tie. We connect with the Hydro Cannon. I'm going to shield up the Foul Play since they did build up to it, and it is the Foul Play. That's great. Now I'm going to go for the Earthquake. This was on CMP for a power-up punch. So they were one away still from the Foul Play. They actually threw the power-up punch, which I was a little surprised by. But it's fine. We're going to go ahead and pivot into Abomasnow, trying to get just some kind of use out of this Pokemon. Energy Ball will be hitting Tentacruel very hard. They're nowhere close to another Blizzard. They've already shown Blizzard. They don't have Sludge Wave. We're going to be able to connect. Poison Jab's doing a lot, but they have to throw energy. And that's all that I need. That's all that I need right here to be able to win this game, because they cannot hold 3 Scalds. I don't want to come in with my own Tentacruel, even though I have the Scald ready to go. 2 reasons. I wasn't 100% sure that Scald would KO from that range. And number 2, just in case they also have the 15 attack on their Tentacruel, I didn't want to end up losing CMP in a coin flip. So we do take them out with the Scald, and that's going to be GG's. Well played. All right, Swampert into Alolan Muck. Swampert was winning a lot of leads when I was playing this. I think Swampert's really solid. A lot of people were hunting water types, right? A lot of people were using electric type leads, and I only feature one in this video because of electric type leads are very straightforward with this team. You just got to keep Tentacruel away from them, right? Because Abomasnow resists all the electric type moves, Swampert resists all the electric type moves, and does super effective with the ground type moves, except for Galvantula. Galvantula is a little bit more neutral into both of them, but it's definitely still a positive matchup for both Pokemon, especially with the energy lead, right? Abomasnow, I guess Abomasnow is not that great because of the lunge debuffs your attack, and then the weather balls aren't doing that much. The lunges do take out. Anyways, we got both shields with Abomasnow in the back. Abomasnow is just so good in the back. Like nobody preps for Abomasnow anymore. But there's a lot of water type safe swaps. Abomasnow just eats them, right? So Virizion in the back right here. Virizion actually a core breaker for this team, but we're going to be able to put our Tentacruel on it, so we're going to be fine. We're going to be able to get this Hydro Cannon off here and go ahead and throw another one. This will put them into Weather Ball range. So that's the reason I wanted to try for double Hydro Cannons versus trying to go for the Earthquake. Because of now, I don't even have to put Tentacruel. I can put Abomasnow on this. Tentacruel is my hard punish for Tapu Fini, actually. But the reason I brought it in to the Tapu Fini is because of it's really, it's impossible actually for Tapu Fini to flip that in even shield scenarios. You do have to give up shields versus Tentacruel where you don't have to, but Abomasnow is able to fully avoid that Alolan Muck. So that's the reason I made that decision. Anyways, we don't even have to show Tentacruel. That's going to be GG's. Well played. All right, up against Man in the Planet. Man in the Planet streams over on Twitch. I'll leave his Twitch in the description down below. Fellow Texan, go give him a follow. Running Deoxys defense lead. Now, full disclosure, I knew Man in the Planet's team when I saw this double, because I've seen Man in the Planet run this team before. It's going to be Obstagoon in the back. So I play it accordingly. You know, I have the knowledge. I might as well use it. You could tell me in the comments that it's not right. I should just come in with Tentacruel because that's what most people would do. I know the team, so sorry. Anyways, come in with Abomasnow because we know it doesn't have really any kind of use against the defense Deoxys or against the Obstagoon that is lurking in the back. And throw the energy ball to take out the double. We do keep alignment. They do get a little bit of a farm down here with Deoxys. At this point, I'm going to come back in with my Swampert because I don't really want to eat a Psycho Boost onto my Tentacruel. Now I stretch for the Earthquake. Unfortunately, we don't get it off. And I throw up a shield here. I think this is a mistake because we definitely would have survived the Psycho Boost. And if I'm banking on there being an Obstagoon in the back, then we just need 2 shields for our Tentacruel. Anyways, gonna come in with my Tentacruel now. Obstagoon chunking away, trying to chunk away with the counters, not really doing much, hoping for no boost, and there's no boost. Beautiful. So I'm at the Scald right now. I could throw the Scald and I could Poison Jab down, but I got greedy because my Tentacruel won CMP against the previous Obstagoon. I play for the CMP and we lose CMP. And now this game just went from being great to being horrible. Because of now, Deoxys can come in. They can honestly counter us down by using both shields. I actually decided to no shield the Scald. Great call, by the way. Now I come in with Swampert and I need to get to 3 moves. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. CMP ties me when I'm at the back-to-back Hydro Cannons. Throw up a shield expecting the Psycho Boost, actually baits with the Rock Slide. And now the game is over. Now the game is over because of unless my opponent gets greedy and I make it to this next Hydro Cannon, which nope. Actually perfect counting. Really impressive stuff. And now I'm just not gonna make it to this Scald. And of course their attacks dropped by 4 stages now. Yeah, 4 stages now. Doesn't matter. Oh, 4 stages after that one. 3 stages. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's gonna be G's. All right, so here's the Galv lead. One thing to keep in mind when you run into a Galv lead is that they can run Energy Ball. It is 4 volt switches to the first Energy Ball. If they throw after 3, you don't have to respect it. If they throw after 4, you don't really have to respect it because of who's running Energy Ball. I respect it every time though. I do. I don't know. It scares me. And then I go for the CMP, trying to win CMP and get the Earthquake off. We don't win CMP. That's not the play. Go Hydro Cannon. Go double Hydro Cannon. Anyways, we're going to connect with this Earthquake. Puts them into the red. They're going to be able to make it to another lunge. I decided to actually catch. I decided to catch it here on Tentacruel. I'm kind of banking on it being the team that I see most commonly, which is a triple level 50 team with Jellicent and Mandibuzz in the back. Here's the Jellicent. We're expecting Mandibuzz in the back at this point. So me getting my Tentacruel debuffed, not really a big deal because it's not going to have a great matchup against this Jellicent anyways. Now, you could say, well, Chillis, why even try to save Swampert if that's what you're expecting? Good point. But just in case there was a Steel type in the back, I did want to save Swampert. Anyways, we do get the attack drop with the energy, or with the Scald. Now I need to come in with my Shadow Abomasnow and make it to an Energy Ball. They do get to throw first, and I no-shielded because I was like, well, it's a debuffed Shadow Ball. If there's a Mandibuzz, the Aero Ace is going to be doing more. They bait. And at this point, I just want to call it. Like, I could have shielded this up, knowing that I could overfarm and have energy to threaten that Mandibuzz. I call it. It's a surf. And now here comes the Mandibuzz. Man, this just feels so good. To delete a Mandibuzz this quickly. We do 1 Powder Snow. We throw a second Weather Ball. This is going to put them into the yellow. We do 1 more Powder Snow. The Mandibuzz. One of the bulkiest Pokemon. Now, this one's not fully maxed, to be fair. Doesn't even get a move off though. Does not even get a move off. We're gonna come in with Swampert now. We're gonna get the KO here with the Earthquake, and that's gonna be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, jumping into the final battle of the video. Swampert up against an Alolan Sand Great lead. We do need to keep alignment though. They come in with the Golisopod, and I'm like, what do I do? I throw 3 mud shots, and I'm like, all right, Tentacruel, you're gonna have to do this for me. The good news is we resist all the charge moves. I think they can run Aero Ace, but nobody's running Aero Ace, right? Liquidation is really where the Golisopod's power comes from. So if you can resist that, it's normally a good matchup. Yes, Shadow Claw is one of the best moves, possibly the best move in the game. It's non-stab, it's just not that good. It doesn't do that much unless they get the liquidation debuff. Luckily, no liquidation debuff on the first two. I do get the debuff with my Scald, so I'm able to actually Poison Jab down, leave with a ton of energy. They come in with a Giratina here. I blind throw the Scald, which I think is still the right play because I make it to 2. That's going to be doing more than a Sludge Wave. But really interesting that they came in there. If I was running Blizzard, I would have like nuked them. Anyways, I'm going to just show my Abomasnow. My opponent realizes it's over, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. So yeah, I really enjoy this team. It's fun to me. Hopefully you have fun with it if you try it out as well. Definitely has some unique picks in it. I think Shadow Abomasnow is very much underappreciated in the current meta. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my channel members for your support. Until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.